Hello, hello everyone. Sorry I'm a bit late today. Hello, hello. How are you? Hello các bạn. Hello, có phải mùa hè có đây không? Hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello Trung Vũ. How are you? Oh. Hello everyone. How are you? Okay. Hi, cô bạn mùa hè. Can you ask if Lucky is here? Hello, hello. Hi everyone. Alright, so let's see what we can do today. We're gonna do some speaking and then after that, no. Alright. No, Vũ, I'm just at home. Hello Tấn Thắng, how are you today?
I'm doing good and I feel a little bit hungry.
A bit hungry? Okay.
Yes, I'm going to have my lunch.
I see. Every time when I see you, you tell me you
Yes,
feel hungry.
yes, yes,
Because you
because
haven't...
yeah, because it's in the noon time around, right?
Normally you haven't had lunch before this. Okay. Alright. So let's see. First question. Today's topic is quite interesting, I think. Hello, Lucky. All right. So let's see. Teamwork. Yes, teamwork. Ooh. All right. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's so clear.
Good. All right. So Thắng, let's do number one. Do you like teamwork?
Mm. Oh, okay, so well, I would say it depends on the what kind of assessment that I receive from my teacher. For example, so I would say if it's some kind of individual task, I prefer to do it by myself. But if I I consider that kind of homework have a bunch of question or sometimes I feel it too difficult to solve it by myself. I prefer to do it with my friend and in the teamwork because in order to I can receive more the support and the advice not only from my friends but also I can ask my my boss or my manager when I'm working in a company. That's all.
I see. Okay. So basically, if the assignment is simple, you rather do it yourself. And if it is a bit more complex, you rather asking for help and work together with other people. Yeah?
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. So let's say, well done. Say this again. A bunch of questions with S or without S?
With letter S at the end.
Yes. Let's say again, a bunch of questions.
A bunch of questions.
Very good. All right. So, very nice. Well done, Thang. So for this one, you can answer it like that. If you want to make it like more detailed, you can of course talk about other things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like what I mean by other thing is like when you talk about the project, something that you can do by yourself, you can give example of those, and then the other thing, when you can talk about, you need to do it in a team. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thang. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, cô.
All right, well done. Okay, lovely. Next is Amber. Hello, Amber.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great today. You look really pretty today.
Ah, thank you. I haven't seen you in a long time, right?
Yeah.
So, what have you been doing?
I've actually deleted TikTok.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's too distracting.
But now since you come back, welcome back, and you
Yeah.
join my live stream as well.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to come back to join your live stream too.
Lovely, very nice to see you. So Amber, I'm gonna ask you some questions in part 1. Yeah.
Okay.
First one, have you ever worked with others in a team?
Yes, I have, but these days I don't work with anyone because I'm a freelancer, so I work mostly alone. Back in university, though, I used to be in a team with my friends, and it wasn't as smooth sailing as I had expected because most of the time we had conflicts, but luckily we resolved them quite harmoniously. So yeah, that is all I can remember when I worked with an actual team.
So now you work alone, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. Yes, you try to make it more specific by talking about your time at university. What did you do? And you talk about the conflict. But if you can, and if you remember, try to make that conflict even more specified. And then also, like, how you resolve them, right? And how to make everything become harmonious again. Yeah, clear?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I have a question. So if I add those information, is it too long for a part 1?
It will be a bit too long, but there's always way to do it. Like you try to cut down some of the previous sentences, and then now you're just gonna develop it deeper. Cause like all the sentences about like this team, that team, and then resolve, you can kind of if you wanna make it more specific, you don't need to repeat it again, but blend the story in. If that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you need to add like one sentence max, I think. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
It's okay, Amba. And can you say this again? Harmonious.
Harmonious.
Yes, well done. All right. Next is Chung Vũ. Okay, with the Kitty Kato. Hello, hello. Hello, Chung Vũ. Chung Vũ, are you running some errands for your wife? Because like your microphone is not on. So, okay. I'll suggest you. Thank you, Lucky.
Okay, hello. Cool.
Okay, yeah, Vũ. Right, lovely.
For some reason.
Okay. What have you been doing today?
Nothing much. I've been lounging around. Just sleep in, actually.
Okay, that's good. Good to sleep in, and in this weather as well. It's rainy, so it's good. All right. So let's start with question number 3, yeah, Vũ? Have you? Yeah? Or you want to do a part 3?
No, it's fine. I can do part 1. Yeah.
Okay, right. Have you ever worked in a group in school?
Well, I have actually for multiple occasions in the past. Throughout my high school years, I've taken part in multiple group projects, mainly a group of us preparing PowerPoint presentation together, and I had to do the same as I attend university as well. So yeah, I've done it multiple times. Em không biết nói gì nữa cô.
Okay, because like normally you can answer very well, right? But like today it's a bit strange. You say like you've done multiple work project, talk a bit about high school, and then fast forward to university. But then I'm not seeing any, like
Expansion and idea.
yes, yeah, like you're not
Okay.
digging deeper. Yeah. And yeah, tell me.
Nhưng mà em không biết là nên mở rộng cái này kiểu gì ạ. Tại vì nếu như mà mình bảo là mình làm nhiều lần thì nếu như mình nói về một cái này cũng xa quá rồi, bây giờ em cũng hơi già ấy. Kiểu thì thì mình mở rộng cái gì nào.
Okay, so let's see. So let's say now, do you work in a team or you work mainly by yourself?
But I thought it's in school is the question, but mình vẫn có thể thể hiện cái sự đối lập với bây giờ được hả cô?
Ý cô là bây giờ em đi làm là em cũng có làm việc trong gọi là
Yes.
trong nhóm mà đúng không? Yes.
In a group, yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. So the thing is that you're still working in a team now. So because the question is very specific about working in group
In school.
right? So then you talk about if you don't remember, sometimes you can lie. I do not recommend you lying too much, but if you're blending lying with the truth, because like your school time was so far away, blend it in. Like sometimes you did like presentation, I guess you also do it now, so blend that kind of experience in, and then you also give like a sentence, tell them, you know what, I'm like 30 or almost 40 years old now, so honestly I cannot recall much memory, but let me try my best, something like that. Okay. Right at the beginning. Yeah.
Okay, cô ạ. Thank you, cô ạ.
It's all right. So you can talk about presentation, and then like writing report now, you can simulate that experience with writing assignment, but in university time. Yeah. Those two things. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Lovely. Okay.
Thank you, cô. Em hay bị bí tưởng phần PowerPoint ấy. For some reason, I don't know.
That's okay, Vũ. Something that's too simple, I notice it can be your weakness, but something that easy, something that's too simple and easy for most people, you tend to struggle, but something more difficult, you can answer. Yeah.
Vâng, em cảm ơn cô ạ.
Okay, you're welcome. Bye, Vũ. All right. So next is Colin. Hello, Colin. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah. What did you do last weekend?
I did nothing last weekend. All I did was sleeping and maybe do a little bit practice, like English practice. I was trying to like fine tune my pronunciation, but it doesn't work as well as I expected.
How so? Tell me.
Like, I was always trying to talk with the AI, the GPT, but it always say like, I need to pause here, and make this word pop more, and make that word pop more. But it kind of feels exhausting. And I already try to make it pop, but it doesn't say that it's good. It's always like, there's something missing.
I see, Colin. So my best suggestion for you is, Colin, I think you're doing quite well. So rather than trying to nitpicking every single little details, you can just do some shadowing. So listen to audio, like especially audiobooks, and then just read along, read it out loud as well, and listen to it. So gradually, you're gonna get the intonation and the pronunciation that you want. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's what I think too, but I feel like shadowing it takes a lot of time and it doesn't happen. Like every improvement doesn't happen in one day, and I kind of feel like it's gonna take me much more time.
Yes, it will. And you just need to be determined and put the time into it and the effort as well. And you must enjoy the journey too. Otherwise, you will feel bored the whole time. Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Great. Okay, good job, Colin. So let's do question number 4 for you. Are you currently working in a group?
I'm currently working in a presentation group where we're gonna present about AI and its applications.
Nice.
And the presentations requires all of us to work together to make the slides, the performance, and also do research that is based on data about how AI could help us in everyday life. That's the one thing, and I feel super grateful to work in such an amazing group where everyone helps each other to present the best presentation possible towards my teacher.
Very nice. So, yeah, I think it's good. Colin, it's a good answer, good fluency, clear idea. You talk about the topic you're going to present, about what kind of assignment that is, and you're so grateful that you can create something nice, right, for the teacher to see. So yeah, very good. A presentation group. You can say you are working on a group presentation. Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on group presentation. Is there any cases that I could improve? There's one thing is that I use filler words too often, But the thing is I do watch podcasts, and the podcast that I watch is American podcast, and they have a tendency to use the filler word very often. So I just kind of mimic that, and now I couldn't reduce the filler words.
Okay.
And sometimes too much.
For this one, you don't too much. For some of the previous answer in other live stream, yes, you did. But this one is fine. And also the word like, for now, I think it's fine. Not too big of a deal. But if it bugging you, then you can actively, when you think in English or when you converse in English and you feel like, oh, you're saying like, you can delete it. But honestly, now I feel like it's not an issue for you to be too worried about. Brandon actually say it way more often than you, and he got his phone taken away last week because of that. Yeah.
Why he get his phone taken away?
You didn't know? Yeah. Vince, you can tell him in English. Yes, you can write text message for him. Okay, Colin, so you can request for second round. Yeah?
Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye. See ya. Okay, so next is Tu. Hello, Tu.
Hello cô ạ.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing okay, but the weather is scorching now.
The weather's scorching hot.
Yes.
Are you living in the north of Vietnam?
Yes, I'm living in Hanoi.
Yes, I hear a lot of students who are living in Hanoi, they say like more than 40 degrees C, is scorching hot. They cannot bear it. Is that true?
Yes.
So whenever you go outside, what does it feel like?
Let's start bowling. Oh, to be honest, in the last weekend, I got a trip to the Khao Pagoda in Taiping and Chen Temple in Hanoi. It's quite weird because it's the hottest day in those period, and my skin color was go down for about 1 or 2 tones.
I see, you got tanned, yeah?
Yes, yes, yes.
Interesting. So it can be like that, yeah, but make sure you wear sunscreen next time. Did you wear sunscreen?
Yeah, but it still go down.
Yeah, it's nothing compared to the heat, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, let's do question number 5. Do you prefer to work alone or in a group?
To be honest, it depends on the situation. But I believe that I prefer working alone. I I tend to feel more focused and productive when I am working by myself, and because I can manage my time and stay organized. But for some tasks involve the other variety of skills, teamwork can be more valuable. That's my answer.
Cool. Why you develop your entire answer by one side and then at the end rather than giving a conclusion? Suddenly, you talk about the opposite one without developing it. Yeah? Can we do
Yes,
that?
yes,
Should we do that?
yes. I think that. So, can I, in conclusion, like, so overall, both have their benefits, but I personally learned to work on working independently.
Yes, that's better. So
Is it?
after saying
Yeah.
some good thing about working in a group, maybe you say, give like one or two examples when it's good to work in a team. Let's say when each of the members have certain skill set, like what, and then how it's gonna contribute to the entire goal of the team. Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So right, too. And can you say this again? Hottest.
Hottest,
Focused.
focused,
Yes. Organized.
organized.
Yes. Well done. All right, who? Any question before you go?
No,
No? All right. So,
no.
well done. Stick
Thank you,
around for
teacher.
listening. You're welcome.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya. All right. Next is Banana. Hello, Banana.
Hi teacher, hello.
All right. How are you?
Yeah, I have just had lunch. Have you have lunch yet?
Okay. I kind of had a late breakfast, so I think it's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry. So, what did you have for lunch?
I have fried chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday I bought some Jollibee fried chicken, but I couldn't finish it, so today I just reheat it and have for my lunch.
Okay. Nice. Enjoy it then.
Right.
All right.
Jollibee.
Yeah, Jollibee. I haven't tried Jollibee. I normally like. Actually,
KFC.
no, KFC is not
No,
that.
that's
Because like I do actually. I do sometimes. I quite like it too. I like the cheese stick. Yeah.
yeah.
You like it?
I don't normally have cheese stick at Jollibee. I just have fried chicken, like the classic one.
That's good. That's good. All right, Banana. So let's do question number 6 for you. Yeah.
All right.
What do you dislike about teamwork?
Right. So when we talk about teamwork, sometimes not everyone contributes equally, which can be very frustrating. And also, there are cases that people don't meet deadlines or they don't they avoid their responsibilities, which can negatively affect their whole team's performance. And I think we should have clear roles and should have good communication to avoid these problems. So, for example, in one group projects, so there should be a leader who can manage the deadline or remind their members to finish everything before the deadline, so it doesn't affect the performance.
Good, good. Okay, so the last part, the last two sentence, roughly that, you don't need to talk about like how do we resolve this issue, because the question is mainly about what do you dislike about teamwork. It's a part one, so tend to be that you will not have enough time. But in a part three, I think it should be all right. But again, they don't ask about how to resolve it. Yeah. So you can talk about so not every member contributing equally. Talk about your own experience is fine, especially in
Yeah.
part one.
Okay.
Yeah. Like how you felt when people did that, and also the reason why you dislike it, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Banana. Great job.
Thank you, cô.
See you in listening. Yeah. Bye bye. Ok, cảm ơn bạn Anh Tuấn, cảm ơn bạn Min, bạn Nhung Kira có tự tin như hôm bữa thì cũng lên luyện nói nè em. Ok, các bạn cứ lên request luyện nói nha. Các bạn thả tim, like với cả follow kênh cô nhé. Hello, hello. Alright. Hello V English.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm
How is
doing
it
well.
going?
How are you?
I'm doing great today. You know how it is. Every day, same, but different.
Every day same. Okay. Right. You know, like right after you laugh, you tend to have like more variation in your tone. So,
Oh, really?
I assume like when you put more emotion, not just today, but like other live streams as well, when you put more emotion into your idea and your speech, you will naturally have more intonation because your English language ability is already very, very good. So,
Okay.
yeah, so when you put your feeling into it, sometimes it can naturally just flow with the correct intonation.
Oh, really? I didn't even notice. Sometimes I need somebody else to have second opinion about what I'm saying. Otherwise, I say like same tone like you, right? A lot of us do that. Like like some like native speaker, English speaker, they do that as well.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, we all have to
Because
learn anyway.
it's more like actually monotone does not impede understanding or communication. But if you want to do IELTS, they also want to hear your intonation and your variation. That's why.
Yeah,
And
that's what
also,
I'm practicing towards. Hopefully one day.
yeah, I think you will. And also another thing, like for native speakers, they let's say if they want to become like an MC or any job that require them to have a high level of energy all the time. So yeah, that's when they also need to, if they have monotonous voice, then they will need to change it. They will need to make it like there's some more variation into it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're right. That sounds like it because, yeah, even native speaker need to learn anyway.
All right, great job, V English. So actually, before we start, you do question number 7, so you can read it first. I answer some question Nhung is asking. Ý tưởng trong giao tiếp. So how to expand your idea in like normal day-to-day communication. Actually, V English, can you try to answer Nhung question? How to expand idea in communication English? I think you know how.
If you want to expand or elaborate on an idea, you need to have, first of all, vocabularies. Second of all, you need to have some knowledge about the idea. To elaborate on an idea, you need to combine both vocabularies and knowledge, and then you can talk about it all day long.
Yes, exactly. Well done. Great
If you
job.
don't have any knowledge or vocabularies to describe what you want to describe, it's gonna take a while for you to get there. But if you do, it's a good thing.
Great job for English, like you say. But if you do, it is a good thing. So there's some of that. Yeah, and chunking is always good as well.
Yeah, I usually, yeah, you're right.
Okay. So let's see. Right. Các bạn muốn đăng ký học thì nhắn vào đây hoặc nhắn vào nick TikTok của cô nha. Bạn nãy có bạn Bông á. Bạn Bông có thể nhắn vào nick TikTok này của cô nha. Xong rồi tẹo nữa live xong cô sẽ trả lời tin các bạn. Yes, Nhung, so you need to develop your vocabulary first. I summarized what the English has said. I totally agree with him. And then the second part is about having the knowledge. So even in our mother tongue like Vietnamese, if we don't have the knowledge, it's impossible for us to elaborate on any topic. So we need to acquire new knowledge. And ideally in English, like we read or we listen. So like when we produce the output, like speaking, we have already acquired the knowledge in that language and the vocabulary range that is needed. All right. So, the English, without further ado, let's do question 7 for you. Okay?
Okay, what do you learn from working in a team? I would like to talk about my senior design class that I used to attend in university. We worked on a project called electroencephalogram, which does help patients with mental diseases. And we had to develop a software or a program to run the device. And the device was for the head. When you place it on your head, it can measure the electricity signals from your brain. And what did I learn from working in a team is each of us had some knowledge, and we developed the device and the software right on for the project. In the end, it worked, but it didn't quite work as well as other companies who had built them already in the past. So to work in a team is pretty difficult. Each of you must have your own weakness and strength. Bottom line. That's it.
Okay, for English. So the thing is there's a few there are a few pauses like right in the beginning and then a little bit like before the last sentence. You notice that?
Yeah.
Because I think you want to say more, but then you're like, no. Or maybe at the beginning you want to, you pause to rearrange your idea inside your mind. Was that what happened?
Yeah, instead of saying, I usually try to pause and say nothing. I
Okay.
think it sounds better than
Yes.
when you like, I work in a group, I do have knowledge.
Exactly.
So
It's
like
better.
I took IELTS before, and they told me not to do like but instead just pause and
Yes.
then think about what you're gonna say next.
That's true.
Because this is such a difficult topic. I don't know. Today questions are difficult.
Really? I think this is one of the very common topic.
Oh really?
Yeah. But anyhow, V, I think you have this like, yes, of course, it's better to pause. I also tell my students that as well, rather than like multiple times within your answer. Yes, I'd rather you pause for a bit and then rearrange your idea, sort it out, and then present it. However, if you can really mitigate and eradicate all of these pauses altogether, that's even better. All right?
Yeah, that's true. That's why
That's
speaking
really,
is hard. Thank you, teacher.
it's okay. And one more thing about your idea. You talk about what was the project about and what happened at the end. It was successful, however, it was not as perhaps not as practical or applicable like all the previous softwares. And the question is about working in a team. So for the last part, you try to come back by talking about, yeah, so you learn how to work in a team and each person has their own strength and weaknesses, stuff like that. But I'm not buying it, like the part when you introduce what the project was about and the result of it was a bit too big, especially this is a part one. So I really want you to talk about the team as the main star of this entire answer. Does it make sense?
Right. So like each of us has like an assignment or something. We divided in groups and whatnot. Okay, that makes sense. I went off topic.
Yeah, and what you learn from it as well. Yeah, what you learn from working in a team. Yeah, maybe being
Right.
patient, maybe listening skills, like you need to listen and respect other people's opinion, and how to reach a conclusion together. Sometimes you need to compromise. Yeah.
No, like generalize the the project instead of focusing on the project. Okay, I went off topic again.
Yeah.
Thank you, teacher.
It's okay, V. So see you around. Let you listening.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye, V English. All right. Next is Hua. Hello, Hua. Bear with me before we start. Yeah.
Hello teacher.
Hello. Khoa thả tim với
Yes.
cô đi. Các bạn cũng thả tim đi. Rồi bạn nào chưa follow thì follow. Rồi sau là mình sẽ luyện sang listening. Okay. Alright. So, Hua, let's start with the new topic. Yeah?
Yes.
So, do you want to be a teacher in the future?
To be honest, I still thinking about it. I do find teaching is very interesting. I admire teachers because they play an important role in shaping student futures. I enjoy explaining things to my classmates, so I think I could be a good teacher someday. However, I'm also curious about other fields like design or writing, so I will keep my option open for now. Yes.
What are you curious about? Can you repeat? Oh, you're sick. All right. Okay. So while we're waiting for Hoa, I'm just gonna let everyone know bạn Chi cùng Tép Tôm will be the last one who do speaking. After that, we're gonna do listening. All right. Yeah, are you okay, Hoa? Because we haven't seen you in a long time, and then now you cough.
Yes.
Were you sick?
Yes, I have a cold. I have a cold today, so my voice is not very good.
Poor you. Okay, so can you repeat what are you curious about? I couldn't hear it well.
I curious about other fields like design or writing.
Beside writings?
Yes.
Beside writing, okay. All right. So what does it have anything to do with teacher, with a job?
Can you speak louder? Yes.
So basically, you say like you're curious about writing, right? So how is it related to like you want to be teacher or not?
Yes, I want to be a teacher, but not in this time. It's about 3 or 5 years later. Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Still, you haven't answered my question because you mentioned like you're curious about writing. So how is your curiosity gonna be related to your potential teaching career? How? Why you talk about writing? You don't know?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So let's say this again. They curious about beside you say you admire teaching, and then you say because they. All right. You can say you admire teachers because they are something. Okay.
Yes.
You cannot use they for teaching like that. It's a bit strange. So say this again. Because curious.
Curious.
Curious. Yes. Next, 3 to 5 year or years?
Yes.
Well done. Okay. Well done, Hoa. Great job. So stick around for listening as well and go have like lunch or something. Okay?
Yes. Thank you, teacher.
All right. See you later. Bye, Hoa. Okay. Hello, Vince.
Hello cô, em chào cô ạ.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
Great.
Yeah, how about you?
I'm doing well as well, thank you. I'm getting better. This morning I got this headache, like very, very strange headache. It's quite excruciating, but now it's fine. I don't know what happened. All right. So Vince, let's do question number 2. Yeah. Do you remember one of your teachers, like back in any time, high school, university, whatever?
Yes, I do. And that is my music mentor. She started to teach me music appreciation, which was quite a novel idea in Vietnam back then in my 3rd year at university. and she has been doing this job for over 40 years. The thing that she inspired me was not only she encouraged me to learn music theory, but also read more about great composers like Beethoven, Mozart, or Tchaikovsky to understand deeper the meaning behind their music. And right now she is over 60 years old, but I would say that she has left a strong impression on me and my music career as well.
Maybe she opened the path for your music career in a sense. Yeah.
Yes.
And learning how to love music truly and fully. Yeah.
Yes. To be honest, at that time, there was a disparity between music appreciation and learning how to play the musical instruments. They would think that they might form the definition when people try to learn music. It means that they try to learn how to play a specific musical instrument, but the thing is different. Yeah.
Yes,
That is.
definitely. You understand the culture, you understand the not just something that on the surface, not just the melody, but also perhaps the message and the emotion of the writers at the time he or she composed it, right?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I love art. I love painting, so I also love to discover different lenses, how people see things, and how famous artists paint and construct their painting the way they do. Yeah, so I guess the same level of appreciation for music need to be acquired. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
So right, so very good answer. You talk about your favorite. Remember one of your teachers, right? And then how she inspired you. That's very nice. Can you say this again? This what I write on the comment section for you. Can you
Yes.
see it? Yeah.
Appreciation.
Very good. So bosh, strong sh, and make it a bit like faster. Yeah. Appreciation.
Appreciation.
Good. She has been doing this job, so say has been.
She has been doing this job.
Very good. Yeah, that's clear. Earlier on, the either the intonation, I think the pronunciation was not bad, but the intonation was a bit strange, like has been. Yeah, like your sentence stress. Yeah. Okay. Right. Well done. Look, but,
Thank you.
Yeah. Stick around for listening as well as usual, Vince. See ya. So before Brandon start, bạn Akim hay là các bạn khác ơi, mai mình lên nha. Mai thì vẫn có buổi live vào 11:30 đến 1:30 như bình thường. Ok, thì mình lên từ 11:30 là đảm bảo là mình sẽ có slot để luyện speaking. Còn sau hôm nay thì mình sẽ luyện listening. Nên là các bạn có thể lên để luyện listening nha. Okay, so next is Brandon. Hello, Brandon. Brandon, are you there? Okay, if Brandon is not here.
Hi.
Yeah, okay, lovely. How have you been?
I've got a thing to tell you today, like a lot.
Yeah, tell me.
So the first question, do you usually do like the get ready with me? Do you know that one?
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
So do you do that before like doing your makeup?
No, I haven't. Because like back in more than 10 years ago, I got a different channel, and I showed like reviews of some hair dye, and also yeah, just like 1 or 2 videos honestly, and how to apply contact lenses back in the day. But now no, I don't dye my hair and I do not wear contact lenses anymore. So yeah, I deleted that channel, so you cannot find it.
Oh.
Yeah. So
because like my sister usually does like, hi guys, get ready with me to go to school, and I'm like, why do you have to do that? Like, I don't understand what that is, like what does it mean? And the second one, like I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, right? I don't quite remember, it's been a long time, and I mentioned I just got employed. I got a new job. I was so excited doing that one, and because that job is located in Taiwan, and I'm Taiwan right now. I'm in Taiwan. I'm staying with my aunt. I'm living in Kaohsiung, in case you want to know that. And I like that kind of like coffee shop is really close with my school. It's so close to my school. And I just like worked one day and I got fired.
Why?
So before that one, I literally prepared so hard for my Mandarin session because like working here because people are gonna speak so fast and then they're not gonna speak English. They're not gonna speak English. They're gonna order in Mandarin. So I prepared a lot like hello, good morning, how are you today? And are you ready to order? And what like all the ingredients, vocabulary. And I did not expect they could joke like they could make a joke on me. So the first day, because I went with a friend and my friend speaks English pretty well, so I speak with them. So I kind of like bilingual. I speak English with my friends. I speak Mandarin with the customers. So I got trained by the manager of the cafe, and I was really confident, like Chinese. Here I come because I prepared so well, and I'm so confident for my those things. So I prepared, and until I was like, okay, so let's go because there were a lot of customers out there waiting, lining up out there, like in the queue. And they come up. So until there was a guy coming up, looking at me, saying something, and I was like, so I spoke Mandarin with him, like, are you ready to order? And the guy proceeded to say something that I did not understand. Like, because I also learned something I prepared. Like I mentioned, I prepared so hard. Like, in case you do not understand, you can use those words to brush it off. Which means like people will think like, oh, you understand, and you're laughing and you laugh it off, and we're gonna go to order. So I did say something, and he was silent, and I was like, oh my god, Jesus Christ, what is going on? And I turned around, I was like, oh my god, Brady, are you there? Help me. She was so busy doing her work. And I was like, I kept saying that word again, so I laughed. Like, I thought that was a joke. But you know what? He was asking for more peanuts. But I did not know that. And I laughed and I left. So after that, the manager was asking me, did you laugh at a customer and left? And I was like, no. And he was like, he asked you to get more peanuts. You laughed at him and you left. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I do not know that because I literally was like, I was thinking like that guy was joking. I was like, oh, I wish that translate into English could be like this. I wish. Oh yeah, I did actually. Yeah, that's just so funny. You guys are really funny. And oh my gosh, like I got fired after then. That was terrible for me. That was really embarrassing. And that, like I kind of like, avoided people like that table, and I just like did not come here anymore, and just like kept looking at that guy. That guy looks really menacing. That was terrible for me.
Yeah, poor you. I mean, the thing is that perhaps either the accent or I don't know about your Chinese, your Mandarin ability, so I cannot comment on it. But to be fair, like it's not just the language. Sometimes it's a culture. Sometimes it's and also it's hospitality experience as well. You so young. You just you're gonna attend your university this September, right?
Yes, I'm gonna be staying there. I'm not gonna be like in America because like due to the law thing. But yeah, I think this is a good choice, and yeah, I chose a school I applied for, and I got accepted.
Yeah.
But I really want to have a job like to help my parents financially because I really want to be financially independent. But I just got a job as like worked there for one day and I got fired because I literally was preparing so hard, and I did ask him, so can I speak English sometimes? And he was like, yes, you can, but like people just want to speak their language, and I was like, it is really hard, right? Like it is so hard just to speak English in the Mandarin country.
Yes.
So like that's why I didn't really want to like, can you speak English? Because I think that's considered so rude.
Yes, exactly. Because it's like I don't know. Some people may think it's coming up as pretentious. I don't know, but some people do. And then also maybe some of them don't even understand English, so they really want you to speak in Mandarin, the language that they can comprehend. And really, they are the customer, so they can demand that. So basically, yes, I can tell that you're trying and you try to learn the menu well. Perhaps next time, like now you're in Taiwan, try to acquire as much Mandarin as you can.
Yes.
And then,
But yeah.
Yeah. And then your next job, hopefully it will become better, and your ability to solve issues in hospitality as well. So if you don't understand, you can try to, and of course, maybe the customer was so fed up. That's why he was like that as well. So yeah.
But I mean, like, that is kind of like my personality. Before starting something, I feel super like insecure. Like, I just speak English the whole time, and I don't want to speak Mandarin because like I could probably like practice with people here, but I don't want to practice. Like, whenever I go to grocery, I go to supermarket, I go to like food store, I order something, I still speak English, and people still speak like whenever they feel like I speak English, right? So they switch back to the language that they know how to speak. And I'm like, so can you just speak Mandarin with me because I want to practice? And they're like, no. So let's make it real quick because I want to be quick. Because I speak English, because I speak English faster than Mandarin because Mandarin has to process and I have to think so lot.
I see.
Takes so long. So yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense, Brandon. So yeah, improve your Mandarin, especially your spoken one, if you wanna secure a job for like in the long term. Yeah, so my first serious job in the UK was literally I think 2 years after I was there. So at that time, my English already gotten much better, and I can understand the culture, the nuance, and yeah, I started.
Did they usually make jokes? Like, let's just like, for example, you bring a beef steak, right? So they ask, like, for example, like, did you just catch a cow for me? Something like that. And that makes me really, like, that makes me so confused. Like, I used to work in the, like, when I was in Canada before. So I worked in the beef steak, like, kind of like beef steak stuff. So I was working with my brother, and like when I brought him the steak, and he asked me, like he was laughing, asking me, "Do you just catch a cow for me?" And I'm like,
Is he trying to be sarcastic? I don't understand the entire context, but
that's why like I was just like, yeah, I wish, yeah, I wish I did that, but I didn't understand what he was trying to say. I was like, okay, just brush it off because I literally was empty.
they do a lot of jokes. Yes, like some people say English jokes are quite dry, the British one, and I think it's okay. Yeah, I can be fine with it. But some of the customers were very rude. Yeah, when I was working in hospitality back in the UK, they were straight up discriminating and stuff like that. Not many, but like some of them. So that is the case in hospitality.
Because like I come there with like I did not have the accent really thick, so when I spoke, people thought I was from the country that they come from. So they kept telling me something that I was so confused. Like that so perplexed me so hard. And I was like, can you repeat again? And just repeat with the same speech. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So anyways, and for your ability to like your Mandarin ability to improve, let's say to make it be on par with your English level now, try to practice it more. Yeah, like you say, there's a situation when people try to speak to you in English rather than Mandarin, then try to just, even your Mandarin can be a little bit more broken, then just say it. Try to use it and don't reveal to them that you know English so that they will switch to the easier mode for you. You can never actually practice more Mandarin.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna be living here for next like 4 or 5 years. So after graduating, I believe that I'm gonna get super fluent.
Yes, you will. Yes, and you'll be like, even now, you can speak 3 languages. Well done.
Yeah, so thank you for having me again. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you, Brandon, for coming. See you
Yeah,
around.
so yeah, I got fired. So happy.
Don't be too beaten up for that result from the employer. Yeah. Ok, right. Các bạn muốn đăng ký học thì nhấn vào đây hoặc nhấn vào nick TikTok cô nha. Tiếp tới bạn Kathy và bạn Tép Tôm và Kathy đừng buồn, không gì hết. Sao mà phải insecure, cứ nói bình thường thôi. Hello Kathy.
Hello teacher.
How are you?
I'm good.
Kathy. Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. So, Kathy, can you put your mouth closer to your microphone so I can see you? I can hear you better.
Okay. You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you much clearer now.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, Vince and Lucky, can you hear Kathy? Yes, no, just write it down in the comment section for me. Thank you. So, Kathy, let's do question number 3 for you. All right. What were your primary school teachers like?
My primary school teacher
Mm.
is about my teacher.
Yes, your teacher in the past. Not your son or daughter's teacher, but your teacher in the past. Yeah.
I can't remember that much about my primary school teacher. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know about my teacher in primary school. You can change the question for me.
Oh, okay, Kathy. If you encounter this in the real test, how are you gonna deal with it? Primary school, Hoa Ngô is cấp 1. Yes. So, Kathy, primary school. Yes.
Yes.
Tell me about any name or anything about the teacher, male, female, you can remember fondly.
I just remember the teacher in grade 5.
Mm-hmm.
He's my teacher, and he did a lot of paper for me to learn to the change rate into C.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I can't remember much anything about him.
Was he gentle?
Yes.
Yes, he was gentle. All right.
Yes.
Did he take good care of you and other students?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Took great care of me and other students. And then also you talk about like he will contact, right? He will contact parents about the score and the performance, right?
Maybe.
Of course, yes. Put it in, yes. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I
so
just put it in
Good.
the answer.
Good. Yeah, I heard it as well. You want to do it again? Let try to make the full answer. Yeah. And also say at the beginning, like what you told me just now. I do not recall that far-fetched memory. Okay. Very fondly, but one teacher stood out to me, and then start talking about him. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go.
My primary school teacher is a teacher in grade 5. He's my homeroom teacher. He's always contacted my parents to show the score and performance of me. He's gentle and took great care of me and other students.
So I'm so blessed to have this teacher. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I was so glad. Sorry, not glad. Sorry. I was so blessed to have this teacher. Okay. Yeah.
I'm so blessed to
have this teacher.
to have the teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Thank
to
you.
have him as my primary school teacher. All right. Okay. Well done, Kathy. So the thing is, the trick to do this, similar to Chung Wu early on, either you say something general about teachers. This is like the thing that teacher definitely gonna do. And then if he or she stood out to you, he or she must have done this. Yeah. And if you want to, you can mix and match with your experience with your secondary school or your high school teacher, and then talk about it here. Yeah, mix and match a
Okay.
little bit for more ideas. But be very careful when doing so. Yeah?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Lovely.
Thank you, teacher, so much.
You're welcome, Kathy, and you did a great job. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, see you around listening. So, before Tom Tep start, Ahem, hello. No, I do my makeup. I'm not having any costume party. Yes, I just say that, Vince. Okay, hello Tom Tep, how are you? Hello, hello. Tep, are you there? You're welcome, Vince. So, Tep,
Hello.
hello. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Lovely. Okay. I cannot hear you very well. First, there's some echoing voice, and you're a bit too far away from your microphone. Can you put it a bit closer?
I don't know why, but there's some problem with my Wi-Fi connection.
Oh,
It's unstable now.
I can hear you now, so let's do it. Hopefully it's fine. So question number 4, yeah, Tom? Right, let's see.
Do you have a favorite teacher?
Do you have a favorite teacher?
Okay. Yes, I do. There was a teacher that I still remember even now. He was my English teacher in high school. His name was Mr. Bang. He was kind and patient, and he always made his lessons fun and interesting. He helped me improve my speaking and writing. I felt more confident because of him. Even now, I still think about the things that he told me. Yeah.
Okay. That he told you or that he taught you, yeah? Perhaps.
He told me.
Yeah, you can say told or you can say taught as well. And you can also talk about maybe some moral lessons that he taught you too, aside from the main subject. Yeah? Okay, Tom?
Like real life.
Yes, or he kind of like shared with you, like how to cope with like real life matters. Yes, that's fine. There are 2 things I want to ask. So first, in my speaking and writing, did he teach you English or Vietnamese?
In Vietnamese and English also.
Ah,
She will teach me speaking and listening in English, but sometimes there's some grammatical issues. He will explain by Vietnamese that the student can be easy to understand.
yes, very good. Okay, speaking, writing, yes. So talk about the subject that he taught you, English and Vietnamese literature, perhaps. So talk about the name of the subject as well. Okay? Yeah, good. Right, well done. And can you say this word again? One more word. Cảm ơn bạn Hân. Right, so can you say this?
Which word?
I sent on the
Patient.
comment section. Say,
I see it. Patient.
yeah, patient. Yeah. Only on the p sound was not clear, but now it's very clear. Well done.
Yes, patient.
Okay.
Thank you, Paul.
Okay, you're welcome, Tom Tep, and you can stay here to do the listening part. Okay?
Yes. Hello.
Okay, lovely. Well done. Bye bye. So now everyone, yes, bạn Lê Linh, ngày mai em có thể lên lúc 11:30 nha. Các thầy cô thì sẽ cho mình luyện. Yes. Mai cô có lên live hay không hay là các thầy cô khác thì mình có thể đoán lúc sau. Yeah. Alright. Rồi, cảm ơn bạn Muối, cảm ơn bạn Jay, cảm ơn bạn Hân nữa. Right. So Tôm Tép với Kathy nói tốt mà. Yes, exactly. Rồi thì nửa sau này giờ mình luyện về listening luôn. Và listening hôm nay độ khó tầm trung bình. Nó cũng là session 2 nữa. Yes, không quá khó, không quá dễ. Alright. Rồi ai hỏng listening từ nãy đến giờ cho cô xin cả mặt cười nhá. Mặt cười vào trong comment nha. Rồi thả tim livestream hôm nay. Với bạn nào chưa follow thì follow để comment của mình tạo nữa. Có thể là sẽ không bị ẩn. Yes. Mình sẽ không bị ẩn comment. Alright. Cô lấy nước nha. Mặt cười. Bảo mặt cười. Thank you. 5 điểm speaking á hả Tôm Tép? Phần 2, phần 3 em làm có ok không? Cô thấy cái câu phần 1 vừa nãy em trả lời ổn á. Với bên cô có ưu đãi dành cho các bạn muốn đăng ký học tiếng Anh bên cô thì mình sẽ được test kỹ năng đầu vào 4 kỹ năng miễn phí. Yeah. Cô sẽ là người trực tiếp chấm bài speaking và writing của các bạn. Và cô sẽ đưa feedback cho các bạn nữa. Alright. Nên là các bạn muốn đăng ký học thì nhấn vào đây hoặc nhấn vào link TikTok này của cô. Ok. So, phần 3 em không biết trả lời. Đó là lý do đấy. Nếu mà em trả lời được phần 3 đấy thì điểm em nó sẽ khác hẳn luôn. Tép tôm ạ. Alright, you like section 2? Ok, nice. Rồi, cảm ơn các bạn đã thả mặt cười. Bây giờ mình sẽ làm luôn nha. Các em mà thấy có cái chỗ nào mà không nhìn rõ được thì bảo cô có thể zoom in một chút nha. Hoặc là trái phải trên dưới có chỗ nào bị che thì cứ bảo cô. Let's go. So, introduction talk for new apprentices. So, apprentices là ai? Apprentices là ai? Comment vào trong đây cho cô. Tiếng Việt cũng được, tiếng Anh cũng được. Introduction talk. Yeah, apprentice là ai? 2 pieces of advice for the first week of an apprenticeship. Does the manager give? Rồi, advice. First week, manager. Người học việc, chính xác. Apprentice là người học việc, người thực tập. Yes, đúng rồi. Thực tập trong một công việc. Tốt lắm, siêu lắm. Học việc với cả thực tập với tập sự thì nó sẽ hợp lý hơn nha. Thử việc thì sẽ là có một cái từ là cái thời gian thử việc là probation period. Cái này nó mới liên quan đến thử việc này. Còn mấy cái kia như các bạn nhắn thì sẽ đúng hơn. Yes. Ok, boredom không có gì. Người ta có dựa vào phần thể hiện của mình mà nâng độ khó có em. Có. Và thậm chí ví dụ cô đi thi thì cũng hên xui. Đợt gần đây thì kiểu kể cả ban điểm cao đi chăng nữa thì người ta cũng hên xui. Có lúc người ta vẫn hỏi ít câu part 1, ít câu part 3. Nhưng mà từ trước đến nay là hầu hết lúc nào người ta cũng hỏi kiểu gần 12 câu. Xong rồi của khoảng tầm 5-6 chủ điểm khác nhau. Thậm chí còn hơn. Người ta cứ hỏi xong chủ điểm này người ta lại thấy bây trả lời được à. Ta lại sang câu tiếp theo hỏi tiếp. Cái phần part 1 á. Còn phần part 3 khi cô đi thi thì người ta đóng cái quyển sổ lại. Nhiều bạn đi thi cũng vậy luôn. Nhiều bạn bên cô đi thi á, yes, điểm cao á, yeah. Người ta đóng cái quyển sổ booklet của người ta lại. Người ta hỏi mình freestyle luôn. Người ta sẽ tự generate cái next question. Nghe như AI nha. Tự tạo ra câu hỏi tiếp theo dựa vào cái câu trả lời vừa xong của mình ở trong part 3 và ở part 2 luôn. Yes, nó sẽ là như vậy. Cô thi ở cả Hà Nội và Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh rồi, cả BC, cả IDP luôn rồi. Yeah. Trainees có đồng nghĩa không ạ? Trainees thì nó hơi gần. Trainee là cái người được học, người được đào tạo sẽ gọi là trainee. Nó rất là gần nhau ạ. Yeah. Apprentice là kiểu cái từ sát nhất ấy, là cái từ học việc. Học việc của nãy có bạn nào nhắn cái từ học việc đây, bạn Ngọc Mai hả? Học việc á là sẽ là gần nhất, còn trainee thì sẽ là người được nhận đào tạo. Yes. Ok. Rồi. Tại vì apprentice này kiểu như là người ta đi, người ta học nghề ấy. Người ta học việc như kiểu thợ bánh này, hoặc là thợ mộc này, thợ gỗ này, nhiều thợ. Yes. Alright, thì apprentice là người ta học xong là người ta ra làm nghề luôn. Và thậm chí trong lúc người ta đang học cái việc đấy thì người ta cũng được trả lương nữa. Còn trainee thì hên xui. Yeah. Trainee là cái người đang học để đào tạo. Đăng ký học bên cô bạn Ngân Múc. Đăng ký học bên cô nhấn vào đây hoặc nhấn vào nick TikTok. Yes, bên cô có giáo trình từ đầu cho đến 7.0 luôn. Yes. Cô đã từng dạy một cho một bạn từ 5.5 lên 7.0 trong vòng 1 tháng rưỡi. Và cô cũng dạy ra 2 bạn là 8.0 luôn nha các bạn. Học IELTS kịp chứ? Em lúc nào cũng kịp hết. Các anh chị lớn rồi học còn kịp. Còn em muốn học lớp 11 để trước 12, trước khi thi 12 để nộp hồ sơ thì vẫn kịp luôn bạn Khánh. Bạn Bon Bắp với cả bạn An Khánh có gì cứ nhắn vào đây hoặc nhắn vào nick TikTok của cô, live xong cô sẽ trả lời cho. Cả bạn Ngân Múc nữa, hay các bạn khác muốn đăng ký ha. Right, giờ mình tập trung tiếp nha. 2 pieces of advice, cái này cô analyze ha. Các bạn có thể viết cho cô những cái keywords mà các bạn muốn gạch chân nữa nha. Bạn Vince, bạn Khoa. Get to know colleague. Ok, âm này là âm G. Xong rồi thêm chữ S vào. Get to know colleagues. Alright. Rồi, còn cái từ còn lại là college. Âm giờ đọc yếu thì âm chờ á, là trường cao đẳng của đại học đó. College, cao đẳng đại học thì nó là college, còn cái này là colleagues. Good sir. Alright. Rồi, cần phải biết làm quen, get to know. Làm quen ai đây? Colleagues là ai? Comment vào dưới cho cô. Learn from any mistakes. Học hỏi từ lỗi sai. Ask a lot of questions. Hỏi nhiều câu hỏi. React positively to feedback. Phải phản hồi tích cực khi mà nghe được những lời nhận xét. Enjoy new challenges. Tận hưởng những cái thách thức mới, thử thách mới. Alright, đồng nghiệp, đúng rồi các bạn. Tốt lắm. Tiếp nha. Let's see. Em mà có lớp 4 hả anh Khánh? Xem hỏi ở lớp 11. Em hỏi ba mẹ nha, hỏi ba mẹ sẽ nói chuyện với cô nha. Okay. Tiếp 13 and 14. Which two things does the manager say mentors can help with? Rồi mentors là cái người làm gì đây? Manager nói là mentors có thể giúp đỡ này. Mentors là gì? Comment giúp cô. Confidence building, xây dựng sự tự tin. Making career plans, lên kế hoạch về career, yes, về cái sự nghiệp của mình. Completing difficult tasks, tức nghĩa là mentors, cả cái câu này mình đọc ra là mentors can help with completing difficult tasks, tức nghĩa là giúp với việc mà hoàn thành những cái task khó. Ôi dưới thế này thì gạch hết. Ok. Making a weekly timetable, yes, giúp trong cái việc mà làm cái timetable hàng tuần. Có bạn Hi TV tẹo nữa, em có thể hỏi lúc sau khi mà các bạn làm listening sau lúc cuối khoảng 50 phút cuối thì em có thể hỏi nha. Người dẫn dắt, đúng rồi, mentor, người hướng dẫn, người dẫn dắt, tốt lắm. Ngọc Mai, Banana, yes. Cô, ok, bye bye Vince. Thời khóa biểu hàng tuần, đúng rồi. Reviewing progress, xem lại cái tiến độ. Ok, clear. Mentors, ví dụ như giáo viên ở trường chẳng hạn, thì người ta không phải tutor là dạy mình luôn. Còn mentor thì người ta sẽ hướng dẫn thôi. Người ta sẽ trao đổi với mình và hướng dẫn, chứ không phải người ta cầm tay chỉ việc cho mình, người ta sẽ hướng dẫn. Đấy là cái mục đích của mentor. Ví dụ ngày xưa xem cái The Face ấy, đúng không? Thì có mentor đó. Đó thì là người ta chỉ như vậy. Mà mentor ở trong The Face thì cũng hơi bị na ná tutor, tại vì các chị đấy cũng chỉ rất là kỹ luôn. Yes. Em lệch tận 2 band hả? Tức nghĩa là lệch giữa cái việc mà luyện cam với cả việc đi thi thật đó hả? Boredom. Ok, bắt đầu nghe luôn nha các bạn. Boredom cứ nhắn nhé, theo nữa cô sẽ đọc. Right, so let's see. Let's start with this one. Alright, let's go. 11 to 14. Không nhìn được cái gì bị che thì cứ báo cô nha. Rồi, nghe luôn này.
Section 2.
Janet Parker.
Okay, let's go.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 14.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Janet Parker, and I'm the Human Resources Manager. We're very happy to welcome you to your new apprenticeship. I hope that the next 6 months will be a positive and enjoyable experience for you. I'd like to start with some general advice about being an apprentice. Most of you have very little or no experience of working for a big organisation, and the first week or so may be quite challenging. There will be a lot of new information to take in, but don't worry too much about trying to remember everything. The important thing is to check with someone if you're not sure what to do. You'll find your supervisor is very approachable and won't mind explaining things or helping you out. You're here to learn, so make the most of that opportunity. You'll be spending time in different departments during your first week, so make an effort to talk to as many people as possible about their work. You'll make some new friends and find out lots of useful information. As well as having a supervisor, you'll each be assigned a mentor. This person will be someone who's recently completed an apprenticeship, and you'll meet with them on a weekly basis. Their role is to provide help and support throughout your apprenticeship. Of course, this doesn't mean they'll actually do any of your work for you. Instead, they'll be asking you about what goals you've achieved so far, as well as helping you to identify any areas for improvement. You can also discuss your more long-term ambitions with them as well.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 15 to 20.
Okay, hello. Thu ơi, sao cô hoa mắt này cô còn tính hỏi là sao có 4 đáp án? Okay. Mia, very good. Everyone else as well. Phần này vô một lên không kịp speaking hả? Right. So, let's see. Section 2. Right. Thu, one mistake. Actually two mistakes Thu. Mia Mia cũng bị sai câu này luôn em. One mistake. 6.5. Correct. Well done, 6.5. Hello. Phần 11 and 12, 13, 14. All correct. Banana. All good. Well done. Yes. One mistake. Mèo. CABA. Correct. Phần. Yeah. Muối. Yeah. Missing one. Khoa. Yes. Mèo. Yeah. Correct. Mèo comment 2 lần luôn hả? Okay. So, có vẻ các bạn trả lời hơi ít, chứng tỏ câu này khó đúng không? Giờ mình nghe lại nhá. Người ta nói có một vài cái là thông tin gọi là tung hỏa mù, còn lại thì là thông tin đúng thì phải nghe nhá. Em đúng mà. Thế hả? Mie. Em đúng rồi. Trời, mắt cô hoa, cô đọc thành cái khác. Yeah. Alright, nghe lại nha. Đúng rồi Mie, nên cô mới ngạc nhiên. Trời, sao cô thấy Mie sai? Nghe lại nha.
My name's Janet Parker, and I'm the Human Resources Manager. We're very happy to welcome you to your new apprenticeship. I hope that the next 6 months will be a positive and enjoyable experience for you. I'd like to start with some general advice about being an apprentice. Most of you have very little or no experience of working for a big organisation, and the first week or so may be quite challenging.
Người ta nói gì đây? Comment vào trong hộp giúp cô là người ta nói gì? The first week also can be gì? Các bạn comment giúp cô nào. Week also can be quite. Banana đâu? Mia đâu? Challenging. Đúng rồi. Very good. Can be quite challenging. Nhưng mà người ta có nói là cái việc này mình sẽ cần phải enjoy hay không? Thì mình nghe nhá. Tại vì cái keyword của E là enjoy cái challenge đấy. Rồi, nghe tiếp. Tốt lắm các bạn.
There will be a lot of new information to take in, but don't worry too much about trying to remember everything.
There will be a lot of information to take in, but don't be worried too much that you need to remember everything. There'll be some time for you to take in. Kiểu như vậy. Alright. Chưa nói gì đến enjoy hết. Tiếp.
The important thing is to check with someone if you're not sure what to do. You'll find your
Check with someone if you're not sure what to do. Someone if you're not sure what to do. Alright. Rồi you find your gì đó, your cái gì này? Your. Yes, very good Mia.
supervisor is very approachable and won't mind explaining things or helping you out.
Your supervisor is very, comment giúp cô. Gì đó. And won't mind explaining things and helping you out. And helping you out. Okay. Yes. Rồi nghe cái này là mình đã thấy có mùi giống câu gì rồi các bạn. Cái đoạn đấy là có mùi giống câu gì? A, B, C, D, E. Nghe tiếp này.
You're here to learn, so make the most of that opportunity. You'll be spending time in...
You here to gì? Make the. You here to. So make the. Comment cho cô đúng rồi. Very approachable. Đúng rồi đó. 6.5. Very approachable. Approachable, that means you can approach that person. You can come and talk to that person. Yeah. Wouldn't mind helping you out. Make the most out of that opportunity. Yes. You here to learn. Very good. Correct. Great job, 6.5 and banana. Make the most out of that opportunity. Okay, everyone else, so comment for me. Now it's like reading, yeah? Can you match this with A, B, C, D, or E? Okay, A, B, C, D, or E? Yes, well done, Cam Carrot. C. Everything about this is C. Also a lot of questions. Yes. Okay, next one.
different departments during your first week, so make an effort to talk to as many people as possible about their work. You'll make some new friends and
make sure to talk to as possible. You will make some very good. You will make some new friends. Correct. Cam Carrot is the correct answer. New friends. And talk to what as possible? Talk to as what? Everyone? Các bạn nãy nghe được không? Thu 6.5 banana, cả Cam Carrot nữa. Nghe được cái đoạn này không? Talk to as many people. Thank you, Cam Carrot. As many people as possible. Rồi, thế thì đáp án này là gì? Dễ rồi đúng không? Match với gì nào? Comment giúp cô. A, B, C, A, B or D, E? Yes, correct. A, yes, Thu Nga muối, yeah. And banana. Okay, A. Well done. Easy. Yeah, get to know colleagues. Next is 13 and 14. She will talk about mentors straight away.
find out lots of useful information. As well as having a supervisor, you'll each be assigned a mentor. This person will be someone who's recently completed an apprenticeship, and you'll meet with them on a weekly basis. Their role is to provide help and support throughout your apprenticeship. Of course, this doesn't mean they'll actually do any of your work for you. Instead,
this doesn't mean they actually do what? It doesn't mean they actually do any of cái gì các bạn ơi? Xong rồi for ai nữa? Yes, well done Sơn Bì Trả. Any of your work for you. Your work for you. Well done. All right. Weekly basis. Yeah. Nhân. Sao em chọn cả A, B, C, D, E là sao? Right. Sơn Bì Trả. Any of your works for you. Yes. Doesn't mean they have to do any of your work for you. Rồi, instead, người ta sẽ làm cái gì? Nốt này.
I'll be asking you about what goals you've achieved so far.
They'll be asking you about what? They'll be asking you about what? What gì? You have cái gì? So far. Đúng rồi, what goals? Very good, banana and 6.5. What goals you have achieved so far? Well done. Rồi, nghe tiếp này. Nếu dừng ở đấy thì chưa có gì thì chắc chắn hết. Nghe tiếp.
as well as helping you to identify any areas for improvement.
Gì? Identify gì? As well as helping you identify any. Yes, well done, banana. 6.5 bần thu. Any areas for improvement. Yes. Có cái khu vực nào, có những cái lĩnh vực nào mà cần phải cải thiện không? Tiếp.
You can also discuss your more long-term ambitions with them as well.
You can also discuss your more with them as well. Yes, well done. Your more long-term ambition with them. Long-term ambition. Rồi, các bạn siêu lắm. Yeah. Banana, thu, tép tôm. Yes, well done. Muối 6.5 Ngọc Mai nữa. Yes, clear. Thế thì cái này nối với gì các bạn ơi? Này dễ rồi đúng không? Yes. Okay, so far. Rồi, thế thì cái kết là cái long term ambition. Cái đấy mới là cái chắc chắn. Thế thì cái nào mình sẽ khoanh vào? Reviewing process là đúng rồi. Yes. Nhưng mà yes, còn cái nữa đúng rồi. What goals you have achieved so far chính là reviewing progress. Yeah. Ê, cô không cần chuôn U được. Thôi được rồi. Không phải chỉ Y không thôi. Yes, mà cam cà rốt cũng đã có một cái ý đúng rồi. Ok, đây. Còn cái đoạn long term ambition. Ủa sao cái chữ E? Long term ambition. Right? Là B. Yes, well done. Ok, clear. B and E. Nên là cố gắng nghe kỹ từng cái một. Yeah. And any areas for improvement chính là cái mà reviewing progress vẫn đang review đó. Yeah. All good? Easy? Yeah. Rồi các bạn cần thắc mắc, cần nghe lại thì bảo cô, còn không thì mình sang phần tiếp theo luôn đó nhỉ. Không nói gì là mình sang phần tiếp theo luôn. Quá rõ rồi. Next one. Question 15 to 20. Yeah, 15 to 20. Let's do it. So, what does the manager say about each of the following aspects of the company policy for apprentices? Yeah. Những cái người apprentice thế này thì là sao đây? Mình cũng phải nhớ để ý mấy câu hỏi này. Nhiều lúc người ta bẫy người ta bẫy kiểu như là không cần phải đồng ý, hai người gì đấy không cần phải đồng ý, chủ yếu người ta chỉ cần nói thôi. Skip session 3, you'll be fine. I think we're gonna do session 3 tomorrow. Tăng tốc độ. Thực chất ấy, cô bảo này, không cần phải tăng tốc độ của cái cam lên làm gì đâu. Tại vì cái cam ấy, mình đi thi á, tốc độ nó cũng tầm đấy thôi. Cái quan trọng ấy là nó sẽ lừa mình, nên là mình cần phải luyện đề khó. Anyway thì các bạn mà học bên cô thì sẽ được luyện các bộ đề đỏ, cả listening và reading nữa, thì mới biết là đề khó hẳn nó sẽ là như thế nào. Thì các bạn có thể nhắn vào đây hoặc nhắn vào những TikTok để đăng ký học nha. Còn nói chung là không nên tăng tốc độ cam. Nếu em muốn nghe cái gì đấy nhanh hơn, em xem mấy cái phim người đóng lẫn phim hoạt hình á, có nhiều phim người ta nói nhanh lắm, thì em xem mấy cái đấy. Chứ còn cam nó không thiết kế để cần phải đọc nhanh như thế. Yeah. Skip session 3, tốc độ không liên quan tới nghe, được không? Đúng rồi, đậu đen. Yes. Và cái tricky của cái đề IELTS nó không phải ở tốc độ đâu. Nhiều lúc người ta đọc cũng bình thường lắm, không có nhanh, nhưng mà cái cách mà người ta lồng ý để cho mà mình bị confused đó, cái đấy là mình phải luyện để mình bóc tách được cái logic của người ta. Yes. Đúng rồi, thi người ta vẫn chậm như vậy mà. Còn có những bữa thi thì người ta đọc nhanh thật, nhưng mà thường người ta sẽ không đọc nhanh như vậy cả bài. Thường sẽ có một vài cái phần, có thể thường ở section 3 hoặc section 4 nó nhanh. Yes. Nó nhanh hơn thôi, chứ nó cũng không bao giờ là quá là nhanh đâu. Yeah. Alright, tiếp nha. What does the manager say about each of the following aspects of the company policy? Rồi manager nói về những cái aspects, những cái khía cạnh của những cái điều luật trong công ty, company policy. Alright. Is this encouraged? Encouraged là gì? Các bạn comment giúp cô. Comment nha. There are some restrictions. Restrictions là gì? Against the rules là gì? Thì rõ rồi, là chống lại cái luật luôn. Yes. Làm như vậy là chống lại cái gọi là quy định ở trong công ty luôn. Encouraged là khuyến khích, được khuyến khích, đúng rồi, tốt lắm. Tức nghĩa là mình sẽ tưởng tượng trong đầu mình là cái này là ok này, cái này là ok. Some restrictions là gì? Giới hạn, hạn chế, đúng rồi. Restriction là sự giới hạn, sự hạn chế. Thế thì nó kiểu 50-50. Nó cũng có bị hạn chế nhưng nó không được khuyến khích hoàn toàn, nên nó không bị cấm hẳn. Còn cái C này là against the rules. Ok, là đang đi ngược lại với quy định của công ty luôn. Tiếp nha. Đúng rồi, tốt lắm các bạn. Mochi sữa hả? Hello mochi sữa. Right, trái với luật, đúng rồi. Company policy for apprentices. Right. Policy cho những cái người mà học nghề này. Using the internet. Xài internet. Flexible working là làm việc có thể là giờ flexible hoặc có thể là work from home. Flexible. Booking holidays. Rồi, book ngày nghỉ. Working overtime. Yes, làm việc linh hoạt, đúng rồi. Working overtime. Overtime là gì? Các bạn đi làm chắc là rất là rõ từ overtime này luôn là gì? Comment giúp cô. Wearing trainers là đeo hay mặc cái gì đây? Trainers này hiểu là cái gì? Bringing food to work, mang đồ ăn tới công ty. Trainers là gì? Tăng ca, đúng rồi. Đấy, các bạn nghe là biết ngay đúng không? Ok. So, trainers là gì? Trainers có nghĩa là giày, đúng rồi, đôi giày. Yeah. Giày thể thao, yes, wearing trainers, đi đôi giày kiểu giày bata, giày thể thao đó. Alright, làm quá giờ, ở dưới là đôi giày, phải đi giày thể thao. Bringing food to work, mang đồ ăn đến công ty. Nghe nhé, nghe xem là nó là cái phần nào nhé. Let's go. So, where are we? Người ta cho mình nghỉ.
Before you hear the rest of the talk,
9. So obviously,
now listen and answer questions 15 to 20.
now, I just want to run through a few company policies for our apprenticeship scheme with you. Most importantly, the internet. As part of your job, you'll be doing some research online, so obviously you'll have unlimited access for that. But please don't use it for personal use. You'll have your own phones for that. Some of you have already asked me about flexible working. After your probationary 3-month period, some of you will be eligible for this, but it will depend on which department you're in and what your personal circumstances are, so please don't assume you'll automatically be permitted to do this. I want to make sure there's no confusion about our holiday policy. Apart from any statutory public holidays, we ask that you don't book any holidays until after your 6-month apprenticeship has finished. Time off should only be taken if you are unwell. Please speak to your supervisor if this is going to be a problem. You'll be expected to work a 40-hour week, but there may be opportunities to do overtime during busy periods. Although you're not required to do this, it can be a valuable experience, so we advise you to take it up if possible. Obviously, we understand that people do have commitments outside work, so don't worry if there are times when you are unavailable. As you know, we don't have a formal dress code here. You may wear casual clothes as long as they're practical. And the only restriction for shoes we have is on high heels for health and safety reasons. Comfortable shoes like trainers are preferable. There's a heavily subsidised canteen on site where you can get hot meals or salads cheaply. Snacks and drinks are also provided, so we've decided to introduce a no-packed lunch policy. This is partly to encourage healthy eating at work and partly to stop people from eating at their workstation, which is unhygienic. Okay, moving on to...
Okay, yes. I think this one is easier.
That
right?
is the end of section
Let's
2.
go.
You
Okay, this is easier, yeah? I think so. How about you? Can you give me your comment? Mọi người comment cho cô là mình chọn đáp án nào đi. Clover, banana, 6.5, mèo, yeah. Okay. Thực chất thì như này, cô thấy đề thi ngày trước ấy, thì đúng như bạn Đậu Đen nói là có thể dễ hơn và khó hơn đề cam. Nhưng mà đề của từ tầm tháng 5 năm ngoái đến bây giờ á là nó sẽ khó, có hai kiểu. Tức là một là nó sẽ dễ kiểu như là I love TikTok hả? Cô vừa nhớ nói gì hả? I love TikTok. Cảm ơn Banana. Cô ở nhà thôi Mạnh Trường. Mạnh Trường giờ mới vô hả? Right. Đang kể cho các bạn là đề bây giờ ấy, thì nó có thể khó tầm như quyển cam 17. Yes. Hoặc là như quyển cam 14 này cũng có một chút. Yes. Nhưng mà cái đoạn dễ của nó sẽ giống cam 17. Còn đoạn khó hơn thì nó sẽ rất là khó. Nó sẽ trace đủ thứ kiểu. Giống như là cái quyển cam 4, cam 5 với cả bộ đề mới á. Yeah. Alright. Thì đợt trước là mình có luyện cam 4, cam 5 á. Cô có đăng lại cái phần ghi hình ở trên cái gì y dài T đó. Yeah. Mie. BBC, yes, đúng rồi Mie, em mới vào lại được 19-20. Rồi viết đáp án đi Vince, 19-20 của em là gì? DGF, cái đáp án đấy của em là cho câu nào thế hả bạn DGF? Bottom, vậy hả? Cô vẫn nhìn được comment em này, em thử viết liền vào với nhau xem. Viết liền vào với nhau hoặc là viết thêm cái mặt cười á. Bạn Lucky hỗ trợ bạn bottom giúp cô nhé. Ủa, vậy hả? Ủa? Là em nghe thôi đúng không Phan Khoa? Còn các bạn có 2-3 bạn bị vậy. Cứ viết liền như bạn Ngọc Mai này. Thấy bạn Ngọc Mai viết liền không? Viết liền vào luôn. Yes, không có dấu cách luôn. Thì là được. Ok. Bạn Vince. Rồi, 2 câu cuối đúng rồi. Đó, bạn Vince cũng viết liền đây là đúng rồi đó. Vậy hả? Thế viết liền nhau đi. Yes. Bần cũng bị vậy luôn. Kỳ vậy. Trời ơi, why? Rồi, cảm ơn bạn tập làm TikTok. Ngọc Mai. Correct. Yes. Bottom. Yes, correct. Well done. Ok. Rồi, cứ viết liền sát vào nhau cũng được, không sao đâu. Cô đọc được hết. Rồi, cô vẫn đợi các bạn thu rồi. Siêu. Thế các bạn nào cần nghe lại không? Chứ mà đúng hết này rồi thì chắc khỏi nghe lại nhá. Viết liền được. Rồi, Clover. Tốt lắm. Yes. Rồi. Đó. Thế có cần nghe lại không các bạn ơi? Ai cần nghe lại câu nào thì báo nhé. Còn nếu không thì là mình sẽ luyện sang phần tiếp theo luôn. Mới vào hỏi Mạnh Trường. Ok, này vào hơi muộn ha. Ok, cố gắng theo các bạn. Em muốn nghe lại câu 19 rồi. Ok, các bạn nào muốn nghe lại câu nào nữa không? Order nhá. Trong 2 phút nữa chưa có nhắn cái câu mà cần nghe lại là tẹo nữa là cô cho sang phần tiếp theo luôn á. Rồi, 19. Tricky skip cũng được cô ơi. Không tricky, cô cũng thấy vậy. Yes. 19-20 rồi, ok. Rồi, còn 1 phút nha. Ai muốn order thêm câu nào 16-17 rồi đó. Rồi, thế thì rồi nghe lại 16-17, 19-20, 15 luôn hả? Rồi thế thôi nghe lại hết đi. Yeah. Rồi, 17 đến 19 nghe lại hết đi. Có bạn chưa nghe được 1-2 câu, có bạn chưa nghe được 1-2 câu còn lại.
You're here, station, Human Resources Manager.
Có, cô thấy comment của em Sơn Bi trả.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 14.
11 to 14. What? No.
Good.
And answer questions 15 to 20.
Yeah, this is the right one. Let's see.
Now, I just want to run through a few company policies for our apprenticeship scheme with you. Most importantly, the internet. As part of your job, you'll be doing some research online, so obviously you'll have unlimited access for that. But please don't use it for personal use. You'll have your own phones for that.
What did she say? Something? Yes, but what did she say? Please? chủ yếu là cái lời người ta nói á. You have your own phone for that. Yes, limited access kind of. Rồi, nghe lại nhé, đúng rồi. Đại loại là như bạn.
Obviously, you'll have... Now, I just want to run through a few company policies for our apprenticeship scheme with you. Most importantly, the internet. As part of your job, you'll be doing some research online, so obviously you'll have unlimited access for that. But please don't use it for personal use. You'll have your own phones for that.
Okay.
Some of you
Unlimited access, đúng rồi đó. Bạn Thu nhắn luôn rồi đó. Unlimited access cho internet, nhưng mà personal use, your phone. Yeah. You have your own phone for that. You have your own phone for that. Don't use it for personal use, right? Okay, clear. Unlimited access. Đúng rồi. Nhưng mà không được sử dụng cho personal use. Not for personal use. Tức nghĩa là xài thoải mái, không phải kiểu tính bandwidth, kiểu chỉ được mấy gigabyte, nhưng mà không được xài cho personal. Yes. Thế nên là nó sẽ có some restrictions, đúng không nào? Yeah. Bạn nào của em giới thiệu cô dạy JLPT vậy hả? Ginola, trời ơi, cô có hát bài Ruby chẳng thôi, nhưng mà tiếng Nhật của cô N5 nó còn chưa đến, thì làm sao mà cô dạy JLPT được, cô còn phải đi học bỏ sử đi được thế này. Cô chỉ dạy tiếng Anh thôi, tất cả các bằng tiếng Anh cô đều dạy. SAT, PTE, CEFR, VSTEP là cô dạy hết nha. TOEIC, IELTS. Ok, Ginola. Unlimited, nhưng mà không cho personal use. Đúng rồi, tốt lắm. Dần bị trả rõ cho em. Rồi. Clear, very good. Cam cà rốt và các bạn khác. Next, 16 nha. 16 luôn này.
Already asked me about flexible working.
Flexible working.
After your probationary 3-month period, some of you will be eligible for this.
After your pro gì đây? Some of you will be cái gì? Will be for this. Rồi. Được Vince, thoải mái. TOEIC thì bình thường cô không hay nói thôi, nhưng mà TOEIC của cô là 990 trên 990 nha. Alright. Phải viết vậy chứ không à. Nhiều bạn hỏi thế cô thiếu 10 điểm mà cô thiếu mỗi 10 điểm tiếp nhỉ? Xong kiểu. Right. Rồi trả lời cho cô cái này đi. Điền vào chỗ chấm. After your ... gì đây? After your probation, your 3 months probation. Very good. Rồi, tốt lắm, 6.5. 3 months probation. Some of you will be eligible. Tốt lắm, cam cà rốt. Tức nghĩa là được gì? Eligible là gì? Sau 3 tháng thử việc. Đấy, probation là thử việc ha. Nó khác với cả apprentice đó. Hai cái là khái niệm khác nhau. SAT thì lâu rồi cô chưa có thi lại. Yes. Lúc mà cô đi dạy là cô chưa có thi lại. Với cả hồi trước chủ yếu là cô dạy cái phần trước đấy là GCSE á. Cô dạy bên Anh cho các bạn người Anh á. Dạy toán, lý, hóa, sinh cho các bạn. Yeah. Cấp 3, nhưng mà Anh thì nó không có cấp 3, nó gọi là cấp 2 thôi. Thì dạy các bạn lớp 10, lớp 11 đó. Yeah, nó vẫn là thuộc cấp 2. Ok, rồi, đủ tiêu chuẩn, đúng rồi. Some of you will be eligible for this. Giống như cô không đủ tiêu chuẩn dạy tiếng Nhật vậy đó, bạn Ginola. Rất sorry em. Right, some of you will be eligible for this. Yes, alright. Bình thường thôi, Vince. Right. Rồi, một vài người sẽ được chứ eligible cho cái kỳ nghỉ cho cái flexible working này, vẫn đang câu 16 nha. Tiếp.
But it will depend on which department you're in and what your personal circumstances are.
But it will depend on cái gì? But it will depend on cái gì các bạn ơi? You are in an what? Personal circumstances. You have thì chắc you have thì nó sẽ đúng hơn. Alright. Rồi, đúng rồi các bạn. Yes, personal circumstances. Tốt lắm. Rồi, department. Yes. On what department you are in. Tùy vào cái bộ phận mà mình làm việc. Xong rồi cái personal circumstances là cái gì? Comment cho cô personal circumstances là gì? Tốt lắm. Cô là AI hả Banana? Rất tiếc cô lại là người. Cô là AI thì cô đã dạy được tiếng Nhật rồi. Right, flexible working. Alright, flexible working thì sao đây ta? Dễ rồi đúng không? Cái này thực chất là kể cả phía sau không nghe được thì vẫn nhắm được ở đây. After your 3-month probation, some of you, chứ không phải all of you, mà một vài trong số các bạn là sẽ được eligible, sẽ được approved, sẽ được gọi là eligible, sẽ được đủ điều kiện để làm cái gì đó. Yes. Trường hợp cá nhân đúng rồi. Yes, circumstances thì mình hiểu nôm na như situations vậy đó. Yes. Yes, cảm ơn em. Ginola thì cái bài đấy thực chất là tất cả các cái sub á, cái sub tiếng Nhật. Mặc dù cô học tiếng Nhật cô mới bắt đầu học thôi, nhưng mà cô cũng cố gắng học cho tử tế. Nên là cũng có kanji, có hiragana và katakana là cô ngồi cô viết sub hết á. Cả romanji cũng là cô viết. Nói chung tất cả sub cô ngồi cô viết hết á. Ở trên TikTok ấy, xong rồi kéo xuống dưới một tí nữa thì có bài See you later, alligator. Cả cô Tú luôn á. Right, so flexible working dễ rồi. Đáp án các bạn ơi. ABC. Đáp án đâu rồi? ABC. Các bạn ơi, hello. Yes, đúng rồi, cảm ơn Thu. Rồi. Cô không dạy, cô chỉ học thôi. Okay, right. 6.5 cams and bị trả, yes. By the way, các bạn không biết là đã lên xem ở trên kênh Y Giải Tể cô chưa, lên một chuông nữa. Tại vì trên đấy có cái video cô phỏng vấn cái chị mà đã học bên cô mà đạt 8.0 IELTS và 80 PTE á. Là hơn 80 PTE chứ. Là chị ý biết tiếng Nhật. Chị đấy thì biết tiếng Nhật thật, là N3 hay gì đó. Rồi chị ý cũng biết chị biết 5 thứ tiếng luôn. Yes, lên xem buổi phỏng vấn với chị ý hay lắm. Và phỏng vấn bằng tiếng Anh hết, có cả sub nữa. Mình có thể mở sub tiếng Anh hoặc sub tiếng Việt lên để xem. Yeah. Hơn tiếng hay sao đó. Bạn trợ lý edit rõ mệt luôn. Yes, lên xem. Câu 16 rồi, cậu đến câu 17 luôn rồi Thắm ạ. Yes. Rồi, ok, tốt lắm các bạn. Nghe tiếp câu 17 nha.
So please don't assume you'll automatically be permitted to do this.
Câu 17 này.
I want to make sure there's no confusion about our holiday policy. Apart from any statutory public holidays, we ask that you don't book any holidays until after your 6-month apprenticeship has finished.
We ask that bà có nói là về những cái ngày public holidays apart from the statutory public holidays. We ask that you don't book any holidays after cái gì? Cảm ơn Shin. You don't book any holiday after cái gì đấy? After 6-month apprenticeships. Very good. Apprenticeship. Cô viết tắt thôi nhỉ? Rồi, không có book bất cứ một holiday nào sau 6 tháng không phải thử việc mà là học việc thì đúng hơn. Sau 6 tháng học việc. Thế thì đọc lại câu hỏi này. Đấy là lý do tại sao đọc câu hỏi phải rất cẩn thận là như thế. Người ta vẫn gài bẫy nha. Company policy for apprentices. Yes. Tức nghĩa là khi mình vẫn còn trong cương vị là người thử việc thì dĩ nhiên là vẫn ở trong 6 tháng đấy. Đúng không? Yes, don't book until. Đúng rồi Thu. Thế thì đáp án câu 17 là gì? Lúc đấy vẫn đang thử việc. Thế thì trong câu hỏi là cho cái người mà đi thử việc, không phải thử việc, sorry, cứ nói nhầm hỏi, học việc. Yes. C, đúng rồi, không encourage nha. C, tốt lắm, Mai Anh Thuận 6.5. It is against the rules. The rules của người ta là trong vòng 6 tháng học việc thì không có được book holiday. Hơi phũ ha, nhưng mà thôi kệ. Rồi, yes, rồi, dễ ha. Đó, nên là phải để ý. Nó có bẫy. Tiếp nha.
Time off should only be taken if you are unwell. Please speak to your supervisor if this is going to be a problem. You'll be expected to work a 40-hour week, but there may be opportunities to do overtime during busy periods. Although you're not required to do this, it can be a valuable experience. So we advise you to take it up if possible.
Bà vừa nói đó, we advise you. Cái câu chính luôn á. To if Yes, A rõ ràng luôn. Cần này 14 công ty vẫn phú thế nhỉ. Right, A đúng rồi. Tại biết sao không? Mấy cái bạn trẻ mà bạn đi học việc hay là thử việc á, hay là kiểu thực tập á, thì các bạn ý muốn càng nhiều việc càng tốt. Ngày xưa lúc cô làm khách sạn ở London á, cái ông Gordon Ramsay, ông ấy có thuê mặt bằng ở trong khách sạn. Thế xong rồi cái hôm cô đến, cứ lần nào cô không đi làm là ông Gordon Ramsay đến ăn chứ. Xong rồi cô kiểu bực lắm. Cô bảo với cả quản lý các bạn là buồn cười ấy nhở, kiểu ông Gordon Ramsay đến thì phải gọi ta đến làm chứ. Ta làm không lương cũng được, ca đấy ta làm không lương cũng được để ta được gặp thần tượng, kiểu thế. Yeah, nhưng mà yeah, it's fine. Nhưng mà chắc cái overtime ở đây nó không được hạnh phúc như vậy đấy. Cô cũng có cùng cảm xúc với cả mệnh trường, kiểu là cái công ty nó hơi Alright, rồi. Not required, but giọng cô nhẹ nhàng nghe buồn ngủ hả? Cô vừa hét to lên đó, tỉnh chưa? Alright, rồi, thế nghe được cái gì chưa? We advise you to cái gì, if gì? Nãy hồi cứ lo judging cái công ty này hoài, không lo nốt lại đấy nha. Đi thi là bớt judge nha, phải lo nốt nhiều vào nha. Nghe lại đi, advise you to cái gì nhá?
Policy. Apart from any statutory public holidays, we ask that you don't book any ship has finished. Time off should only be taken if you are unwell. Please speak to your supervisor if this is going to be a problem. You'll be expected to work a 40-hour week, but there may be opportunities to do overtime during busy periods. Although you're not required to do this, it can be a valuable experience. So we advise you to take it up if possible.
To cái gì? If cái gì? We advise you chính là khuyến khích đó. Để làm gì? Các bạn ơi, comment giúp cô. Đúng rồi, take it up if possible. Cảm ơn bạn ASD. Take it up là lựa chọn để mà làm overtime á, if possible. Right, ok. Rồi, đúng là bình thường nó chả là opportunity gì hết. Cô đồng ý với quan điểm của Banana. Yes. Valuable nữa. Yes, thì nhiều người ta muốn học thêm á, kiểu thế. Chắc là nói theo kiểu hướng đấy. Thôi nghĩ vậy đi cho đỡ ấy. Rồi đúng rồi đó. Take it up if possible. Good. Nãy có một bạn hỏi về cái gì wearing trainers là đi giày thể thao nha em. Ok, trainers ở đây không phải là người đào tạo cho mình không mặc người ta vào người mình, that's scary, mà là mình đi giày thể thao. Trainers, nghĩa khác của từ đó. Tiếp nha, 19-20 này.
Obviously, we understand that people do have commitments outside work, so don't worry if there are times when you are unavailable. As you know, we don't have a formal dress code here. You may wear casual clothes as long as they're practical. And the only restriction for shoes we have is on high heels for health and safety reasons.
Only restriction là người ta không cho đi cái gì nào? Ok. Only restriction là cái gì? No high heels. Đúng rồi, no high heels. Không có đi giày cao gót. Rồi, high heels nha, giày cao gót. Right, đúng rồi, siêu lận. Tiếp.
But it was comfortable shoes like trainers are preferable.
Comfortable, cái gì? Comfortable shoes like is cái gì? Hello. Okay, Jordan, if you want to practice, you can send me a message on my TikTok account. All right. Yes, I do help with IELTS academic and general, so don't worry. You can send me a message on this TikTok account. All right, trainers possible. Yes, đúng rồi, tốt lắm. Nhưng không nhớ nhớ gì hả Thắm? Rồi, ok. Rồi, các bạn khác điền đúng rồi đấy. Shoe like trainers, comfortable shoe like trainers is possible. Rồi, it's không phải possible đâu. Các bạn làm cho cô suýt bị. Rồi, preferable. Ok, preferable là mình prefer là thích đúng không? Thầy Bảo vừa cho cái video hôm qua về cái từ này luôn, chứng tỏ là có ai chưa xem hả? Prefer là thích đúng không nào? Preference là danh từ, còn preferable là cái sự mà mình, cái tính từ nhá, cái tính từ là thích là được lựa chọn, thích. Lên xem đi, video hôm qua vừa đăng luôn. Yes, alright, good, lovely. Rồi, tốt lắm. Encouraged. Rồi, 20, preferable đó, là người ta thích là mình sẽ đi cái đôi giày này. Đó. 20.
There's a heavily subsidized canteen on site where you can get hot meals or salads cheaply. Snacks and drinks are also provided, so we've decided to introduce a no-packed lunch policy. This is part...
We introduced gì? Kéo xuống dưới ruby trắng à? Cô mặc cái áo kiểu Nhật Bản ở trong đấy đây. Nhìn mà không thấy đó, hơi lạ. Cái kéo xuống dưới có tới tận 3 cái video về ruby trắng cơ bạn Mạnh Trường ạ. Trời ơi, làm cô đánh thành cái gì này. Company introduced a no packed lunch policy. Very good. No packed lunch policy. Alright. Rồi. Good. Rồi. Lovely. Well done. Siêu lắm. C. Tốt lắm. Alright. Okay. All good. Bring food to work. Yeah. Rồi, Mạnh Trường không thấy thì nhắn tin TikTok á. Chắc là bạn trợ lý của cô sẽ gửi lại cái video qua cho. Yeah. Đúng rồi. Ngày nào cô cũng live giờ này hết. Bên cô ngày nào cũng live giờ này từ thứ 2 đến thứ 6, 11:30 đến 1:30. Alright. Rồi, cảm ơn các bạn hôm nay đã lên học với cô. Tại sao không phải B hả? Rồi. Bring food to work. There are some restrictions. No, người ta nói rõ người ta không cho mang đồ ăn đến luôn á. No packed lunch policy. Xong rồi người ta giải thích là người ta có một đám đồ ăn ở trong quầy canteen. Xong rồi cái này là để không làm bẩn cái chỗ bàn làm việc nữa. Yeah. Nghe tiếp này.
Clothes as long as they're practical. And the only restriction for shoes we have is on high heels for health and safety reasons. Comfortable shoes like trainers are preferable. There's a heavily subsidized canteen on site where you can get hot meals or salads cheaply. Snacks and drinks are also provided, so we've decided to introduce a no-packed lunch policy. This is partly to encourage healthy eating at work and partly to stop people from eating at their workstation, which is unhygienic. Okay.
Stop people from eating at their workstation, which is unhygienic. Mất vệ sinh. Yes. Healthy. Trời, bà này, giọng bà cũng hơi judgy đấy. I don't know. Why am I feeling it like that? So, healthy eating. Rồi cái gì? Tiếp nữa bà nói cái gì mà bẩn bán á. Yes. Okay. You can get hot meals. Yes, snacks and drinks. Exactly. Đúng rồi, ngày nào coi thì cũng có thể nâng ban, chính xác. Mà tí học thì nâng ban còn nhanh hơn. Nên bạn nào muốn đăng ký học IELTS giao tiếp, học bất cứ chứng chỉ nào tiếng Anh thì hầu hết bên cô đều dạy hết. SAT, PTE, CFR, VSTEP, trời nhớ quá, không có nhớ luôn. TOEIC, yes, TOEIC nữa. Thì các bạn muốn đăng ký học thì nhấn vào đây, nhấn vào cái số này. Cái số ở bên tay phải này, hoặc là nhấn vào nick TikTok này của cô. Còn bạn nào mà muốn vào nhóm để nhận tài liệu các buổi mình học và buổi học hôm nay thì nhấn vào đây. Ok, là mình sẽ được vào nhóm để nhận tài liệu nhé. Alright, cô đọc comment các bạn nhé. Cảm ơn bạn. Lúc xấu lúc đẹp. Yes. Nói không cho mang đồ ăn, đúng rồi. Well, obviously I'm from Vietnam, yeah, Jordan. Ok. Ok Thẩm. Rồi. Đúng rồi, đây là cấm. Yes, đây là cấm luôn. Tại vì người ta nói là no packed lunch. Cô hiểu cái logic của một vài bạn. Ý muốn đang nói là tại sao cái này người ta chỉ đang cấm về packed lunch thôi, mà mình lại nói là cấm against the rules luôn. Yes. Thì rõ ràng bà cũng nói thêm nữa là bà không muốn làm bẩn bàn đấy. Yeah, bà không muốn mình làm bẩn bàn của bà. Nhưng mà bà muốn cái bàn đấy là mình chỉ có ngồi mình làm overtime cho bà thôi. Yeah. Right. Rồi, cô hiểu ý của Thu Thu. Yeah. Nhưng mà mình đừng overthinking. Mình hãy nghĩ ý trên mặt chữ thôi, đừng overthinking. Vậy hả? Ý là cô bảo lướt một tí thôi, xong rồi lướt thêm một tí nữa là đến cái bài alligator, cái bài đó đó. Được nhận tài liệu hôm nay. Nhận tài liệu của hôm nay. Yes, Mochi có thể nhắn vào cái số ở bên tay trái. Ok. Rồi, giọng mama tổng quản. Giọng mama tổng quản hả? Giọng kiểu gì lạ lắm. Rồi, cái từ này để coi cô có, để cô viết cái IPA của nó ra cho mọi người dễ đọc nhé. Đợi xíu, tại cũng không có bộ gõ IPA à. Nó sẽ là preferable. Ok, preferable. Này, chấm này, for này, ro này, bo này. Đó. Rồi, mình nhấn vào âm đầu tiên luôn. Và chữ đầu tiên là E. IPA lúc mà mình học á, thì thực chất hầu hết các chữ nhiều lúc nó cũng dễ nhìn, mình cũng biết đọc rồi. Có chữ nào mình hay nhầm như kiểu pre với pre á, thì mình viết cái chữ đấy lên trên cũng được. Xong rồi able là âm thì mình nhớ để đọc thôi cũng được. Rồi preferable. Yeah. Rồi. Lên TikTok kênh của thầy cô đi, follow đã này, xong rồi lên xem là thầy mới đăng cái video về cái phần đấy luôn á. Yeah. Ok, lovely. Rồi, well done các bạn hôm nay. Mai lên tiếp nha. Đoán xem mai ai lên. Đoán đi, mai xem là mai là cô này, hay cô Tú, hay là thầy Bảo. Đoán đi, một trong 3 người. Yeah. Alright. It's okay. Không ai buồn đoán luôn, Lucky ơi. That's fine. Okay, well done. Ruby Chang. Hi. Oh my god. Ruby Chang. Hi. 何が好き? Cho kami to yorimo anatta. Giọng cô nó vẫn hơi kiểu bị tổn thương từ sau hôm bữa. Em bias cô Tú hả? Ok, Lucky. Banana chắc đoán Ruby Chang lên hả? Okay. Right, well done everyone. So I'll see you tomorrow. Someone else will see you tomorrow at 11:30 as usual. Bạn nào mà lên mà chưa kịp để mà luyện nói thì cứ lên để luyện ha. Thầy Bảo chăng hả? Chưa biết rồi. Có phải thầy Bảo hay không? Alright, so bye bye everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Okay, Banana. Bye Kathy. Ok, rồi Thắm khẳng định luôn hả? Rồi. Bye bye. Dạ, chàng tiên cá nữa. Dạ. Bye Bần. Bye Thọ. Bye Mai Chu.